man. 122 pounds, 10.5, man. Watch the Goodfellas Sports TV, bro.
You guys come from Walker, Wisconsin. Watch
Goodfellas Sports.
Goodfellas boxing.
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out.
All right, man, we back. Goodfellas Sports TV. Let's talk about Gervonta Tank Davis weigh in versus Mario Barrios. Tank weighed in almost at 340, at 3'9 3/4. So let's talk about it, man. Barrios weighed in at 130 and a half. So both look to be in good shape. Barrios had questions about him making weight. That's been a huge problem with him, man. Regis said that they was supposed to fight. It was promised to him that they was going to scrap. But Barrios backed out, said he couldn't make the weight. Remember, Barrios called out Errol Spence and Danny Garcia undercard. He called him out. I think that was then. But, I mean, yeah, they made the weight. He's always worried about Tank making the weight. We seen Chris Artier, who was a registered dietitian, miss weight. All right, we seen him miss weight. Remember, he had to catch weight with Manny Pacquiao, and he missed the weight, I think it was, for that fight. If my memory is correct, but Barrios looked to be in tremendous shape. Tank looked to be in good shape. Barrios all ripped up. It was a question about Barrios missing the weight. Now, he came in a half-pound underweight. That's good, but I remember AB came in at 137 and some change. And almost, people saying he came in too light for Mikey Garcia. But both look solid. It's gonna be a good fight. I believe Banana Boy came in at 154 on the nose. I think Lubin came in 130 and some change. If my memory serves me correctly, he came in at 130 and some change. So, I mean, that's good. So, both of them brothers made the weight. Rosario, a hard puncher, he came in at 154 on the nose. Lubin came in, my memory serves me correctly, he came in with a good amount under 130, 154. So, we got a good fight. Lubin was ripped up. Rosario looked ripped up. Rosario, a big 154-pound fighter. So is Erickson Lubin. So, that's another tremendous fight, man. But talk about Tank and Barrios first, man. That's a good fight. I think Southpaw versus Orthodox. And I think for Tank, if his power ain't the answer in this fight, and it should be, if his power ain't the answer, you gotta start throwing punches in bunches. But he the house fighter, so he already up 2 or 3 points on the card. But if he come to that where he ain't hurting Barrios and Barrios getting off, he going to throw punches in bunches. But the key to the fight, the biggest key to the fight for Tank is dragging Barrios into a war. That's the biggest point for him. He can drag Barrios into a war. It's gonna be some issues. If Barrios stay disciplined, stay on the outside, outbox him, use his angles, do all that, Barrios should have a great chance to win. But when you ain't the house fighter, you got to take it to the house fighter. So he just can't stick and move and use angles, and just hit and don't get hit. He got to come out here and take this fight. He got power too. You know what I'm saying? He got to come out here and take the fight. So he can stick and move, and he could be the people's champion, or he could be the people's choice, but he's still going to lose, and people still going to defend the decision and say, well, Tank still won. Tank was more aggressive. Take control of the floor of the fight. People going to say that, okay? But in reality, that's not what happened, okay? So he got to take it to him. It's a way to control distance, similar like Kovalev. Kovalev control distance, still be aggressive, and that's the biggest difference. He got to control distance and still be aggressive. Okay, that's the biggest thing for him. He got to control distance and still be aggressive. So remember that. He got to control distance and still be aggressive. And there's a way to do that. And that's, keep him at distance and step to him. Really, the really good and great fighters, they really do that. And you just got to just walk the Tank and keep it. And a large part of that's keeping the jab in Tank's face and not letting Tank come forward. And then usually you get a situation where guys take a chance to jump forward. That's what Andre Ward did in the first fight. He took a chance and jumped forward, and he ran into, I think it was the right hand of Sergey Kovalev. So, you know, you make these guys take chances. You make these guys take chances, and then you got to capitalize when they take chances and jump in. That's it. That's it. And then you got to make them pay. You can't miss. When you guys make guys miss and you don't make them pay, that becomes a problem. But yeah, that's what Barrios got to do, man, and that's gonna be the key to victory for him. Is stepping to his opponent and taking that taking not letting him come forward at will. And that's the key for Tank, is jabbing on the inside to walk Barrios down. But Barrios the longer jab. Barrios got the longer jab, so if he able to whip that jab, then Tank got to find ways to counter that jab. Okay, that's gonna be the key. Tank got to find ways to counter the jab, and you jab with it, counter the jab, come over the top. You know what I'm saying? Walk away from the jab and try to get over that way. But Barrios get hit with a lot of southpaw hooks. Okay, he do. So that's something to be looked at. But I think Tank just drag him into the war. Tank drag him into war, and it's over with. Where he got Barrios standing in front of him. That's why Barrios here. Barrios ain't the most dangerous opponent. I think he's dangerous, but he ain't the most dangerous. You talking about Taylor? He gonna move off the spot, move off the line. He gonna show you angles, and then on the inside, Taylor is probably a better inside fighter than Tank. So Tank can't win on the outside. Tank can't run at the mid range. Where can Tank win? Unless he catch Josh Taylor, and that's about it. You talking about Jose Ramirez, big strong guy, love to come forward, high stamina, not gonna let up on you. Solid chin, got off great heart. That's what it is. I mean, that's just my opinion on it, man. But that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough. So that's gonna be tough, man. Getting your hit. But for Tank, just get him to drag him in the war. So he's standing with you, and hopefully, you can take his shots and you can get better shots than him for him. All right, man, my last of my runs. I had to start up, had a phone call, mom called, so these niggas so ignorant. But yeah, I think that's really the biggest key for Tank. Other than, when you move up in the weight, really when he ain't really never got acclimated to the top fighters at 135 pounds, then you got the other question you got to check off moving up, and that's, are you strong enough? Punching power is just, that's down the line. Can you carry the weight? Well, not even just carry the weight, because guys gonna come in bigger, stronger anyway. Barrios might blow up to a junior middleweight. Can you take a junior middleweight leaning on you? A natural junior middleweight blowing up from 140, leaning on you. You got the conditioning to carry the weight. Then you talking about, can you hurt a guy when you move up in weight? Can you hurt him? Then do you have the skill and the intellect to move up and throw punches in bunches? And if you can't hurt him, you can't hurt him with that one shot, can you get off the spot, get your head off the line, beat him down with intellect, defense, IQ, speed, athleticism? That's the biggest thing, a normal fighter moving up. Do we have the athleticism? Do we have the, one of the biggest things, can you beat him with your speed, all right? Can you beat him with your speed, Can you beat him with your IQ, your athleticism? But can you beat him that way? That's a huge question, Riding through the hood. That's a big question. And if you can't beat him with your speed, then you got to just thug it out. But talk about Lubin and Rosario. That's a great fight. They both made weight. I can't remember Lubin's exact weight. I know Rosario jumped on the scales at 154 pounds exactly. Lubin was a little bit under that, but the biggest question in that fight, can Lubin take the punch? Unless he knock him out quick, can he take the punch? If he can take the punch, and he can take the punch, the pressure, 3 P's for Lubin: punch, pressure, persistence. Punch, pressure, persistence for Rosario. If he can take the 3 P's from Rosario: punch, pressure, resistance, he gonna outbox him. Once again, he got to beat Rosario with boxing ability, speed, touch him, not look to land that one punch right away. That's going to be a big thing for him. He can beat him. If he can overcome the 3 Ps, he going to beat him with athleticism, boxing. Kevin Cunningham got him touching guys, setting his power up, you know, taking advantage of the true southpaw stuff. So, to be honest, that's just him. And for Rosario, can he take Lubin power? And if people not asking that, people talking about can Lubin take Rosario? Because can he take Lubin power? And can he pressure Lubin and drag Lubin into a dogfight? If he can catch Lubin, drag Lubin to a dogfight, that'll be the question. That'll be the question. If he can drag him into a dogfight, huge question. I think this might be my dad. But if he can drag him into a dogfight, it's gonna be a fun fight. He's gonna be a short night for Lubin unless Lubin catch him. But can Rosario take Lubin power? Because he couldn't take Gallimore. Gallimore is a terrific puncher too. So there's a lot of questions to be asked in this fight, man. There's a lot of questions to be asked in this fight, man. And if he can answer them questions, both of them. But you know, y'all know my prediction. We might go live. Final thoughts on the fight tonight. But yeah, I think 3Ps for Lubin. Can he take Rosario's pressure? What do I say? Pressure, persistence, and power. It's gonna be a win. But if you didn't, I like Tank. I forgot what round I picked Tank. I don't know. The prediction video I put in the cards or the end screens. Like Tank, and I like Lubin to win the fight. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request, all the social media subscription. Twitter's the fastest way, then Facebook, then Instagram. All link subscription, Facebook group link there as well too. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App CJGood313. That's in the description. PayPal link there as well too. Best way to donate. Share the video. Other than that, man, let me know what you think in the comment section. One time. Peace. All right, appreciate everybody for supporting the channel, man. Everybody that been here since day one. But if you want to continue to support the channel, you want to continue to see me go to these fights, man, I appreciate if you do donate to the channel. Now you have several ways to donate, and you can like the channel, you can share the channel, you can subscribe to the channel. Most of you guys do that on everything. But financially, if I'm gonna go to Wilder Fury, Spence Pacquiao, and all the big fights, and I'm only interested in going to the big fights, I'm gonna need you guys' support. You can reach me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, anytime for any advice, or you want to advertise your business on channels another way. You help support the channel. I do want to work with businesses and all that. But if you want to make a donation, Cash App is CJGood313. That's in the description. PayPal link is in the description as well too. Appreciate it. Peace.